Hello everyone and welcome to a simple tutorial. We'll start out with smartcasting and we'll make our way into spell stacking. So, in order to smartcast, hold down shift and then press either your Q, W, E or R move whilst having your cursor hovered over an area or an enemy champion. So let's take a closer look. If you hold shift and press Q, there, it casts simply. The same with W. However, if you try pressing E, this won't happen because it's not an area of effect or unfocused move type thing. Damn straight. But obviously if I move towards Glory here and hold shift then press E, it will cast on top of him. If we look at the comparison, when I press Q normally I get a radius of this spell and I'm able to see where it is cast. If I just hold shift and press it I get none of that and it casts a lot quicker. Now, spell stacking works in a very similar way to smartcasting. Yet again, you hold shift, but this time you quickly press in combination Q, W, E, R and maybe D if you have ignite as well. And this will pull off a big spell combination basically and deal a lot of damage in a lot quicker time than you can normally cast it by clicking each spell individually. So, right after Glory has finished capturing that, I'm going to attempt to smartcast all 5 of my abilities on him, which is going to be quite impressive. So as you can see I've hovered my mouse cursor over him and now I am going to attempt to cast. So I'm going to stow a E, Q, W, R and then followed by D. So there you go. Basically I've got all my moves out. That was probably less than a second. And quickly we'll have a comparison running next to this so you can see how much quicker it is. So, in comparison, casting the spells without smart casting or spell stacking takes a lot longer. Let's have a look. So that took at least, well, I don't know, maybe a second and a half, 2 seconds longer. So the difference is definitely out there to be seen. So, you may be wondering how spell stacking kind of works. And Glory is going to explain it for you.
That's so nice of you.
Go on, it's all yours.
Basically, what happens is, the moment you press your first spell to the moment you press your next spell, you have about 1 second of global cooldown. Now, if you spam all the spells that you want to go off in that about 1 second, half second to 1 second period, they will automatically all be done at the same time. So if I press my Q as Annie, I have about a half second to 1 second period where I can press any other spells that I want to go off.
So yeah, if you watch me cast Q here, obviously global cooldown, if anyone's ever played World of Warcraft that would be a good way of showing it, but a global cooldown is basically a cooldown that affects all your moves. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't, and if you can cast all your other moves during that global cooldown then they all stack up basically and cast as soon as they can. So you have to work out with each character which is the best way to put the spells. Like if you order the moves incorrectly then it doesn't always come off very well. But when you get the order correct, then you can start dealing a lot of damage in very quick amounts of time.
Is Alistair, for example. If you get your order off in the wrong order, you're knocked back before you hit them up, sort of thing. But if you do it with Alistair, if you do Q and E at the same time, oh sorry, it's W and E, isn't it? No, it's Q and W. It's one of those combinations.
Like that. As you can see, the enemy Annie has been taken down.
It's basically a more advanced version of smart casting, and if you can perfect it with your preferred champion, you will essentially deal twice as much damage in half the amount of time.
Thanks for watching. Please like, favorite and subscribe.